Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Shinnston. My name is Sam DeMarco. I'm the proud mayor of the city of Shinnston, and proud to be here to introduce, it's one of my favorite things, to introduce the best kept secret in the state of West Virginia, this community band behind us. These volunteers that have worked throughout the year to give up, we're getting a gift tonight. This is their gift to us. So they're all volunteers, all right? None of them are paid. They do have a box back here that we're accepting donations to support the band throughout the year. They also do other concerts throughout the year. And my daughter is getting married this year. On July 2nd. Guess when the rehearsal dinner is? July 1st. So I'm apologizing to everybody right now. I will not be at the July 1st concert. But everybody else is welcome.
Put a screen up there, keep it Skype.
All right. But it's funny, she came to me, she goes, Dad, I know you're not going to like this date, but this is the only date we come up with. So, but I'm proud of her. She's a civil engineer for Thrasher Engineering, and she's a very bright young woman that I'm very proud of. And I'll start crying. But I want to God bless her and God bless everybody here this evening. And you're going to be extremely proud of what's going on with these volunteers. And I want to thank everybody for your time you take out of your busy schedules to prepare for us tonight. And I know it's going to be a great show. So I'm done talking. And I'm going to introduce the Shinnston Community Band under the direction of Mr. Mike Hale.
Welcome to the 20th, 19th annual. Probably it's on the front of my program there, isn't it? It's been a lot of years. We've kept this thing going. And really, it's just a blast to be able to be in front of these guys and just make music just for nothing else other than the love of making music. We've got people here from all over North Central West Virginia playing. Some people drive as much as an hour and a half to get here to rehearse every Tuesday to play with this band. That tune you all recognize, I'm sure, is Leroy Anderson's Sleigh Ride. We're going to try another tune here for you. It's a little medley of songs in the season that include bells. It's called "And All the Bells on Earth Shall Ring." That would feature trumpet solo by Mike Wilson, one of our, on flugelhorn, actually not trumpet, flugelhorn. I'd like to take a second here to just, little by little, we'll introduce our members here to you. On flute, we have Kathy Hebb, Jerry Sue Santangelo. You're allowed to clap if you want. Catherine Vaughn, Sarah Leeper, Nancy Friend, Morgan Falcone, Barb Judy, Lexi Riggleman, and Abby Shore. On oboe, we have Jennifer DeBetts. And we'll get some more people here later for you. I'm going to introduce two more people here to you. They're going to sing a couple numbers with us this year. Something we kind of started last year, having some guest soloists up here. We've got a couple here that I think you're really going to enjoy. Husband and wife, Greg and Danny DeVito. Greg is the choir director at Fairmont Senior High School, formerly taught at Reesville Elementary School and Middle School, and was the band director and choir also at Doddridge County High School. He also sings with a community choir called Vocal Tapestry based out of Fairmont, and he can occasionally be seen at Fairmont State University in some of the musicals and everything that they put on up there. Danny, his wife, works for Proactive Services. She also sings with Vocal Tapestry and does a lot of acting, singing up at Fairmont State University and the Town and Gown Theater Company. Without further ado, I'd love to introduce to you Greg and Danny DeVito. And we're going to sing a medley of Christmas tunes from the 50s.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chiming, jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air.
Frosty the snowman was a jolly happy soul, with a corncob pipe and a button nose and two eyes made out of coal. Frosty the snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life that day. There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found, for when he placed it on his head, he began to dance around.
Frosted window panes, candles gleaming inside, painted candy canes on the tree. Santa's on his way, he's filled his sleigh with things for you and for me. It's that time of year when the world falls in love. Every song here seems to say, Merry Christmas, may your New Year dreams come true.
There's no place like home for the holidays, 'cause no matter how far away you roam, when you pine for the sunshine of a friendly gaze, for the holidays you can't be home sweet home.
I met a man who lives in Tennessee, and he was heading for Pennsylvania and some homemade pumpkin pie. From Pennsylvania, folks are traveling down to Dixie's sunny shore.
From Atlantic to Pacific, gee, the traffic is terrific. Oh, there's no place like home for the holidays, 'cause no matter how far away you roam, if you want
We have some more players in the band. Would you like to know who they are? Clarinets, we have Caitlin Hawkins, Sarah Bean, Crystal Parker, Stacy Hines, Marcus Huffman, Amanda Weiss, Sherry Jeffries, Bob Hendricks, and Harry Bailey. And on bass clarinet, we have Sarah Zeems. We have to do one of these every winter concert. We always got to throw some Mannheim Steamroller in there for you. Some really upbeat Christmas tunes with a rock beat. You know, this one we're going to do is arrangement of Joy to the World. are always fun to play. Let me introduce some of our saxophones. Well, how about all the saxophones? We'll introduce all the saxophones to you. Yeah, you're like that. All the saxophones. Alto sax, we have Kayla Rhodes, Jane Lambert, Jay Lieber, Ryan Hooten, and Linda Figlar. Woo! Figler. On tenor sax, we have Wayne Hartman and Tom Day. And on baritone sax, we have Kathleen Panic, all the way in the back. We're going to bring up our vocalist here again, and we're going to do it's a more contemporary tune right now. You'll hear it on radio by a lot of current recording artists right now. It's called Grown Up Christmas List.
I sat upon your knee. I wrote to you with childhood fantasies. Well, I'm all grown up now and still need help somehow. I'm not a child, but my heart still can dream. So here's a
I'd like to introduce our trumpet section to you right now. On trumpet, we have Mike Wilson, Richard Herndon, Leah Herndon, and fan club, Bill Way, J.P. LaFollette, John Palladino, Bruce McCullough, Barry Ransom, Adam Ransom, Josiah Court, and Dave Champ. And on French horn, we have Gabe Rhodes. And on alto horn, Monica McClure. Every now and then we got to do some traditional arrangements of things. And this next tune is a medley of very traditional, mostly traditional arrangements, we'll say that, of some very familiar Christmas carols. And it's just simply titled A Christmas Festival. Christmas Festival. I want to take a second here and introduce our low brass section to you. The heavy metal, I like to call them. You can laugh a little bit, come on, help me out here. Ha ha ha. Thanks for feeding what I thought was a pretty good sense of humor. We music people have corny senses of humor. Shh. Talking to my students, and then they're going to make some comments. You guys can too. Go ahead. On trombone, we have Russ McIntyre, Ian McIntyre, Rick Haney, Stanley Masters, Sid Burnett. Wow, Sid, you brought some people. Jim Bryant, Mackenzie Bird, Ryan McIntyre, Aiden Wyckoff, and Kirsten Loudermilk. On baritone, we have Keith Farber and Teresa Hooten. On tuba, we have Brian Deans, Justin Setai, Paul Deans, and Andrew Schulte. Kind of letting the band tune up behind us here a little bit because this next tune we really need to be on. This next one, it doesn't really fit in with our winter Christmas theme, but we like to do a couple tunes that just pretty serious in nature and that really showcase the finesse that this band is able to play with. And this one has a lot of very deep meaning. It's one of my favorite tunes. It's called "On a Hymn Song of Philip Bliss." Now, Philip Bliss was a well-known hymn writer. If you look into hymnals for churches, you'll see a lot of Philip Bliss tunes. This right here is based on one of my very favorite ones. It's called "It Is Well With My Soul." The words, however, were not written by Philip Bliss. They were actually written by a Chicago lawyer named Horatio Spafford. And the really deep meaning of the song and lyrics really come more from him than anything. Horatio Spafford wrote the words that were later set to music by Philip Bliss in reaction to a series of tragic events in his life. In Spafford's words, however, were meant to be a song of thanksgiving and praise to God in the midst of a deep grief and loss that really can only be imagined by most. In the 1860s, Horatio and his wife, Anna, lived in Chicago. By 1870, in spite of a very successful career, Horatio and Anna Spafford began to experience tragedy in their lives, beginning the death of their four-year-old son to scarlet fever. About 1 year later, a large portion of Spafford's real estate holdings were lost as a result of the Great Fire of Chicago. He lost his entire life savings. In 1873, a famous evangelical preacher was planning a campaign in Great Britain. Horatio, Anna, and their 4 daughters planned to join him. They were eager to help, and it was a way to get away from all their losses and troubles back in Chicago. So in November of 1873, they traveled to New York in anticipation of boarding a ship to cross the Atlantic to England. Just before the ship was set to sail, Horatio was called back to Chicago in order to tend to some last-minute business developments. He didn't want to spoil the trip for his family, so he headed back to Chicago alone and sent his wife and 4 daughters on to Europe. He planned to join them as soon as possible. 9 days later, he gets a telegram sent to him from his wife from Wales that just simply read, "Saved alone." The ship on which they had sailed had collided with another vessel and took about 12 minutes to sink to the bottom of the Atlantic. It took 226 lives. Anna's last memories of one of her daughters was of her being ripped out of her arms by the raging waters. She alone had been rescued from the debris. All 4 daughters perished in the accident. Horatio boarded the next available ship out of New York and asked to join his wife. During the voyage, the ship's captain called him to the bridge. It was there that the captain explained to Horatio that they were passing over what he believed to be the location of the accident, and that's where his family's ship had gone down. He returned to his cabin and began penning the words that later became a famous hymn that is still sung today. This arrangement is based on the 1st and the 6th verses of this hymn. Philip Bliss did a fantastic job not Philip Bliss, David Holsinger did a fantastic job of arranging this hymn to really be, to go along with these lyrics. The first one is, when peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to say, it is well with my soul. The sixth verse, and this you'll hear this stated by the brass. And Lord, haste thy day when my faith shall become sight. The clouds be rolled back as they scroll. The trumpet shall resound, and the Lord shall be said, even so, it is well with my soul. So in the midst of all these things that are going wrong, he's still thanking God for all that he still has. Okay? And this is a really, really emotional tune. I think you'll enjoy it. This is on a hymn song of Philippus. That is just a gorgeous tune. As Mr. DeMarco had hinted to earlier, this band is made up of all volunteers. And as I said earlier, we just make music for the love of making music. We've got people that live here in Shinnston. We've got we've had them from Preston County. I don't think we have any this year, but we've got a contingency coming down from Morgantown, Marion County, Taylor County, Doddridge, Upshur County. We've got a bunch of people coming down here from Westham. They're traveling as far as Tucker County to come up here and play for nothing. I mean, just to play music and have fun doing it. We also have people that have been doing this. This is our 19th year as a Shinnston community band. That stemmed out of the Shinnston alumni band that Randall Hall started probably 22 years ago, something like that. Yeah, and it was just people wanted a little more consistent. They wanted to play a little bit more, so we developed this Shinnston community band. We've got a few people that have been with us all 19 years. I would like for those people to stand and be recognized. There's a few of them. We also have some people, the face of this band's always changing. We have some people that are playing for the very first time with us this evening. I'd like for some of those people to stand and be recognized, please. Actually, all of those people. And we encourage anybody. Some of these people, they come here and they say, I haven't played in like 20 years, 30 years, you know. It'll take a little bit to get it back, but it does come back and it is fun. I think a lot of these people would agree with that too. It is a blast to do, and I really enjoy working with these people. If you're interested in joining, or have somebody that you might know be interested, see me or any of these band members, we'll be glad to tell you how you can be a part of this group. We're going to introduce to you right now a guest conductor. This is Mr. Ryan Deems. He's one of our tuba players. He was, okay, you can get back. Ryan he was the band director at Westside High School down in Wyoming County for 3 years, and last year got a job as our general music teacher at Mountaineer Middle School. He is a Liberty High School and Glenville State grad, and he's going to conduct you guys on God Rest You Merry Gentlemen. Bet you never heard it like that before, have you? That was fun. I like to play every now and then, too. Let me introduce you to the heartbeat of the band back here, the percussion section. On percussion, we have Joe Jeju. Now, he probably wins the prize for coming the furthest. He came to us from New Jersey. Now, he's actually brand new here. He just moved here from New Jersey and is teaching elementary band here in Harrison County. Also on percussion, we have Noah Jeffries, Jacob Matheny, Jacob Brick, Jacob Southern. You can't say Jacob in this band without the three people saying, what? Skylar Campbell and Timothy Chevron. And we're gonna bring our guest vocalist up for one more tune. It's been done by every famous singer, I think, probably ever. And they're gonna do their little rendition of this. Probably most popular, you've heard it on the movie Elf. This is Baby, It's Cold Outside. Welcome Greg and Danny DeVito back to us.
I really can't stay.
Baby, it's cold outside.
I've gotta go away.
Baby, it's cold outside.
This evening has
Been hoping that you drop in. I'll hold your hands, they're just like mine. Beautiful once you're hurt. Listen to the fireplace roar. Please don't hurry.
Maybe just to have a drink
I'll put
more.
some records on while I
The neighbors might think.
Baby, it's bad out there.
Say what's in this drink.
No cabs to be had out there.
I wish I knew
Your
how
eyes are like starlight
to
now.
make this bad.
I'll take your hat, your hair
I'll say no, no, no,
mind if
sir.
I'm moving
At least I'm
closer?
gonna say that I tried.
What's the sense in hurting my
I really
pride?
can't stay.
Baby, don't hold out. Baby, it's cold outside.
I simply must go.
Baby, it's cold outside.
The answer is no.
It really is cold outside.
This welcome has been
How lucky that you dropped
so nice
in.
and warm.
Look out the window at that
My sister will be
Gosh, your lips
suspicious.
look
My brother will be
delicious.
there at the door.
Waves upon a tropical
My
shore.
lady Nan's mind is
Gosh, your lips are delicious.
Maybe just a cigarette.
Never such a blizzard before.
I gotta get home.
Baby, you'll freeze out there.
Say let me
It's up to your knees out there.
You've really been
Through
right.
when you touch my hand.
Don't you see?
How can you do these things to me?
That's what's on
Think of
tomorrow.
my lifelong
At least there
sorrow.
will be plenty
If you
of
caught
love.
pneumonia and
I really can't
died,
stay.
get over your hold out. Baby, it's cold
do just a couple more here for you. This next tune, we've played a lot of different arrangements of it. It's one of those, it's a very traditional tune that you probably never knew the name of. You hear it on this time of year on numerous commercials on TV. You know those ones that started back in Halloween? You know? I was going to tell you a story, but for the sake of time and for the sake of them hearing it for the 5th time, I won't do it. Six, okay. I only have 5 fingers. Anyways, this is called Ukrainian Bell Carol. This is a really upbeat arrangement by Richard Saucedo. This group right here is not possible, first of all, without our faithful members here. Usually in between 65 and 70 people that we have in this band. I think we're right at that here, right around 67 or something. But there are a lot of people behind the scenes that really make this happen. We have some of our officers of the band that really organize everything, with Richard Herndon, our president, Lee Martin, our vice president, who cannot be here with us tonight, Russ McIntyre, our secretary treasurer, and Evan Jones, who is our president emeritus. Want to thank First Baptist Church of Shinnston and the Baptist Youth, Pastor Kevin Newsom for their donations, for allowing us to use this building for this concert. I'd like to thank the city of Shinnston and the mayor. Those guys that were here about 5 or 6 years ago know I messed that one up in a colossal way. Finally, he forgives me. But I have to slow that one down a little bit sometimes because it doesn't always come out right. But yeah, our support here from Mayor DeMarco and City Manager Deborah Herndon, the Gillum House Bed and Breakfast, and Lincoln High School band directors, Fred Channel, Julie Channel. They let us use their facilities to rehearse every week. The Harris County Board of Education for allowing that to happen as well. They really do a lot to make this band work. You know, it does take a little bit of money. We operate mostly on grants here, but you know, we need some money to keep operations going, and these people really go out of their way to find out how to make that work. We're going to do one more tune here for you. This is our traditional ending to our concert, and this one requires your participation. Okay? Oh, are they not printed? Oh, yeah, the words are printed actually in your bulletin. We're going to do White Christmas for you, and y'all need to sing with us. Help us out a little bit. Okay? We're going to welcome Dan, E, and Greg. I almost said Dan and Greggy. Danny and Greg back up here. They'll help lead us. Thank you all for coming out and supporting us. I know the weather was terrible out there today, so for once it was actually good. So, hey, be careful going home. Thank you so much for coming out and showing your appreciation for us. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Have a great night. Happy holidays.